Hello beautiful people, my name is Strawberry Siren, and so a lot of you guys have been asking for me to do a reaction to Avenuex, her lip reading for Sugar, Word of Honor, Real Lines episode, and I very much want to, so here we are. But Avenuex, if you happen to ever see this video and you do not like the fact that I uploaded it using your content, please let me know down in the comments below, or you can DM me privately, which is either in my email address or on Discord or Facebook or whatever. But please let me know, and then I will gladly take it down, just because I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to do anything against any other YouTubers out there. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and check out this video. I do know about some of the lip reading stuff because you guys have given me so many great comments on the episodes that I uploaded for Word of Honor. So this will probably be just a little bit of a refresher, and some of it I may not know, but we'll just go ahead and let's get started. Okay.
This is my first video on 山河令, Word of Honor's actual lines spoken.
All right, girl. What we got? I do like her intro though, it's really nice.
Hi, you're watching Avenuex, where junkie and good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. As I
have seen a couple of her videos.
Episodes. So if the later episodes of this drama contain more interesting, important, changed lines that I did in ADR, I will make further videos. That is my promise. As you may have noticed, most of the main characters are dubbed with voice actors, and they got quite a number of significant changes happening to pass censorship. But there's nothing to stop people from lip reading it and find out what's actually spoken when they film the drama. So in this video, I will talk about the ones that have been widely spotted and then circulated on internet in China. So it's definitely not just due to the credit of me. It is mostly due to the credit of very, very observant netizens. And in this video, I will pick out the lines that got changed later in dubbing that are significant to the meaning and to the conversation of the characters. There are more smaller changes, but they are not really affecting the plot or the character development. The ones that I do point out are the really delicious ones. Let's do it chronologically. First, we have two lines happening in episode 3. I will put the time code on the screen so that you can go and watch the particular scene. Wen Kexing has a line commenting on Zhou Zishu saying, 绝非凡品. Definitely not with an ordinary character or quality. But actually what was spoken by the actor was 必是美人, must be a beauty. Literal translation would be beautiful person. And in this drama, you will see Wen Kexing multiple times reuse this word to describe Zhou Zishu.
Yes.
And mostly it got overdubbed with something like 非凡 or 绝非凡品. At the end of the episode,
that one doesn't really surprise me with how Kexing is.
Courtyard, Wen Kexing talked to Zhou Zishu and saying, I'm pretty sure when I take down the skin of yours, inside of it there must be a hidden huge surprise. 里面一定藏着个好大好大的惊喜. But that's a dubbed line. The actual line spoken by the actor was 里面一定是一副罕见的美人胚子. Inside it must be a very rare, beautiful person. And 美人胚子, just another word for 美人, but more specifically saying you're kind of naturally born with it. Because the word 胚子 means the base of a chinaware, a ceramic, before it got through the fire. It's still in its clay stage, hasn't been fully processed, but all the necessary element is already there. Then let's move on to the next episode, episode 4. Around the middle of it, when they were by a lake and then just fought off this person with a 琵琶, Zhou Zishu returned the xiao to Wen Kexing.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
只不过嘛，阿旭，你武功这么高，五音却不全，有空我再教教你。But the thing is, 阿旭, your martial arts, your skills is so impeccable, but you don't have an ear for music. When I get a moment, I'll teach you. But what was actually spoken by Gong Jun at the time was, 只不过嘛，阿旭，你人长得俊，箫却吹得不怎么样，有空我再教教你。So the first part is the same, 只不过嘛, which means, but the thing is, 阿旭，你人长得俊，阿旭, you are good looking. 萧却吹得不怎么样. But your playing of 萧 is not very good. The last part is the same. When I get time, I'll teach you. I think this is done for the purpose of taking out that flirtatiousness, and also 萧却吹得不怎么样. 吹 blow actually in Chinese slang is the same meaning as the word blow in English slang, and you know, holding a pipe shaped thing and blowing. That's as far as I can go for this video. You know what I mean. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to take that connotation out as well. Well.
Woo!
Naughty. Moving on to
Say that again, girl.
a lot of lines were spoken that got changed, but
Yes.
noticed that. When there were
I think episode 6 I know of.
Wen Kexing was under the influence of that incense, and he got back to his mind as a kid. And he jumped on the back of Zhou Zishu and said, 娘背我娘的蝴蝶骨最美了. Literally means mother,
Your shoulder blades are the beautiful. Yep.
was actually spoken by the actor at the time is 子书背我子书的蝴蝶骨最美了. Yeah, that's very obvious. You can tell like the lip really doesn't sync up. Then when he got out of it and then got back on the lake again, it's like they don't have extra set. This is a very poor production. Same lake. Wen Kexing is trying to clean up.
You try to ignore that.
On the back, and they had this conversation. Wen Kexing said, 和我逞什么英雄，被我扶一把不丢人. Which means don't play hero in front of me. It wouldn't make you lose face if you let me help you. And Zhou Zishu shouts back with 撑你奶奶的胸, which is a slang that's usually used in very northern part of China. 奶奶的胸 literally means your grandmother's bear. Okay, it doesn't make sense because it's a slang. It actually doesn't mean grandmother's bear. It pretty much means like heck with it. You know, what heck of it, hero? What is that? What's actually spoken here was 温客行 said, 英雄救美就是这样，被我扶一把不丢人. Which is hero saving a beauty is just like this. You don't lose face by having me help you. 英雄救美. Hero saving beauty.
Like a damsel in distress.
In Chinese, it's pretty much the Chinese version of saving damsel in distress. And then Zhou Zishu's actual reply to that was 怕不是美人救英雄. I'm afraid it's actually beauty saving the hero. Wen Kexing was saying he is the hero, and then Zhou Zishu is the beauty that got saved, whereas Zhou Zishu is replying, no, it's actually the other way around. I saved you. But the funny thing is, he said 怕不是美人救英雄. So he's kind of acknowledging that he is the beauty in the hero and beauty relationship.
Okay. Okay.
The next.
Okay. I could see that. Well, everybody knows episode 6 is where things change between the two of them. Specifically,
they went back to check out the fighting marks in the bamboo forest. There's this most famous scene up to this point that got super overdubbed, that just has some lines that definitely wouldn't pass.
And I did put subtitles on for people just in case if they need it. Like, I can understand her perfectly, but it's just in case if other people need it, so.
So, important scene. Pay attention.
Yes, ma'am. I know this one too.
我重金求购，你要什么都行. I'll spend a lot of money to buy that. Whatever you want, I'll give you.
Okay, not this part.
Spoken by Wen Kexing at the moment was 我重金求购，以身相许. 以身相许 means giving your physical body to somebody, a common concept in ancient China, which is if somebody did you such a great favor that you literally give yourself to them, mostly happening to a woman marrying the man, kind of like returning the favor. So I become yours, I give my body to you, pretty much calling marriage type of stuff. So basically Wen Kexing said, I'll give myself to you. Then their conversation moved to the point when Zhou Zishu,
I don't know if I knew that part or not.
Actually in your mind last night when you were under the influence of that.
Yes, this part I knew.
The dubbed version, Wen Kexing said, when I was little I put a dead rat on my mother's bed. Then it was found out by her, and she chased me through 3 different streets trying to beat me up. And when you look at Zhou Zishu's very shocked and kind of offended reaction, that doesn't make sense, because what was actually spoken, 我和我的心上人，洞房花烛，共赴巫山，陶然忘忧，不亦乐乎. Me and my
You're so cute.
The person on my heart, so the person I love. 洞房花烛, bridal chamber, the marriage night room. 花烛, the red candle, pretty much means doing what you should be doing on the night of your wedding. 共赴巫山, going to the Wu mountain together. Now here is a test for my long-term audiences. I've already explained this in my previous videos, talking about poetry references in dramas. If you still remember, Wushan is a mountain that is around the Three Gorges region in China. And in China's mythology and also literature reference, it is a mountain where a goddess resides. Going to the Wu mountain or Wu mountains, 云雨, cloud, and ring is a euphemism for having sex. Me and the person I love on our wedding night doing 陶然忘忧不亦乐乎. 陶然忘忧 means you are in a state of bliss and you forget all the worries. 不亦乐乎 also means it's so happy that there's just no more happiness that can be compared to this. Talking about like pushing it to the limit. Episode 8, very funny. They were having this big day out, pretty much like dating on the market. Wen Kexing acting as a child. He tried to grab Zhou Zishu's hand and Zhou Zishu, don't touch me.
He's like, ah, sure.
Said, 大不了我以后供你驱策, which means no big deal. I'll let you order me around in the future. And Zhou Zishu replied, 那就请你圆润的滚远点. Then why don't you just get lost? But it is not what's actually spoken when they filmed it. 大不了我把下半辈子卖给你. It's no big deal. I will sell the rest of my life to you. And Zhou Zishu's reply, instead of saying get lost, he actually said, 好啊, 那就把你卖去青楼. Then I'll sell you to a brothel. And it's definitely something cannot pass censorship. Then at the end of episode 11, when they managed to save Chengli, and they were again at this like by a river kind of like bush or woods place, they sat down. And Wen Kexing said something about himself, which literally means going through a flower bush of 10,000 flowers and then picking 1,000 of it. But what's actually spoken is 万花丛中过，只摘你一朵, which means going through the 10,000 flowers bush and only picking the flower that is you. This is a very famous Chinese idiom again that got adapted. The original idiom is 万花丛中过，片叶不沾身, which means going through that flower bush and not even one piece of leaf gets stuck to your clothes. This idiom is used to describe people who basically sleeps around and never make any commitment. In the opening scene of episode 12, Zhou Zishu and Wen Kexing are having that heart-to-heart conversation again by the lake that they've used for a million times. Zhou Zishu said at this age of ours, which is pretty much close to 30, it's very hard to lay our heart bare.
I love that conversation.
Take the first step. I want to believe that you
He says, I see you.
你是我认识的人. That's the version you will see in the drama, which doesn't quite make sense. Well, if you pay attention, they've changed one character. What was actually spoken by Zhou Zishu at the moment was 你是我认定的人 instead of 认识的人. 认 means recognize. 识 also means recognize, so I recognize you. But 认定, 定 means confirmed or assured. When you say 我认定了某人, I 认定 somebody, that pretty much is like I don't have any other person. You are the only one. And it has no direct reference to
I love that.
involvement of anything. It can be used at different occasions. Pretty much means you are the only person that I pick for whatever purpose that in the context of our conversation. But here, you know, like when a guy comes up to another guy and saying 你是我认定的人. Yeah, you get it. It pretty much means you're the only person that And that will make a lot of sense because later in the same episode, you'll see them sitting by the street and having that
iconic scene.
the sunshine, that very sweet conversation that literally made my heart go. So that's the moment I fell in love with this drama. They brought that up, and Wen Kexing said, "What is special about me that you think I am your 认定的人?" And then Zhou Zishu replied, why? And you watch their mouth. They actually used 认定. So it makes sense because earlier on, by the lake, they said 认定, and now they said 认定. Whereas in the dubbed version, it's 认识, literally means just somebody you know, which does not make sense for the context and for the plot, and made a lot of people
censorship.
To the end of this episode, 故乡 is in 岳阳派, and she's walking in the courtyard and she's talking to herself and saying, what is happening to my master? Ever since he ran into Zhou Zishu, he doesn't even care about what he needs to do. And in the dubbed version, you will hear her saying, 周子舒莫不是给他下了药吧? Which means, could it be that Zhou Zishu drugged him, Wen Kexing, her master,
Yeah, I didn't think that made sense either.
out of his character. But the actual line spoken by the actress, 那姓周的莫不是个狐狸精吧? That guy with the surname Zhou, could it be that he is a fox demon? It's the Asian tradition of believing fox can turn into very beautiful woman to lure men and then eat up their life essence and that type of thing.
That makes more sense.
Correct. In her assessment of their relationship, clearly Wen Kexing is totally head over heels. This production crew is very ambitious. They really write very, very direct stuff, and they filmed it, and they know later we can just use dubbing magic to deal with that. But I can tell they're really intentionally doing it, because for all those lines that got caught by people, they all give you the shots of the mouth clearly of the actors speaking, and people who are good at lip reading can totally decipher what's actually spoken. And most of those very famous lines have already been dubbed in China by people who have good voices, who know how to do CV work. And the very sad thing for me is I really want to dub over those scenes. When I noticed them, I was like, oh my god, the actual line spoken is so but I'm a woman. There's no way that I can fake my voice as an adult man.
Oh yeah, this is me editing, and I forgot to add this as she was talking about it. I didn't want to interrupt her until she was done saying what she was saying here, and then, you know, I kind of forgot to add this after the fact. But I wanted to say, Avenuex, I feel like you have an amazing voice, and I think you can do any sort of dubbing if you wanted to, like whether it's a guy or a girl. Like, you can do both voices, why not? I know you can't really do it for this specific thing, but I feel like in context, in the end, you know, you can do whatever you want, girl. You got this.
It's just physically impossible, and it makes me very sad. That will conclude my first video on what's actually spoken in the drama Word of Honor, where all the secret sugars are hidden. If I collect more and it's worth talking about that in a collective video, I'll do that again. And I also have plans to make further videos about all the poetry references that comes up in this drama, which is a lot that they've used, and quite a few of them are totally used for the purpose of flirting. I just love this script writer. Thank you for watching Avenuex. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.
Alright, that was Avenuex with her lip reading for Sugar Word of Honor real lines. I know that there's like one or two more of hers. If it's okay, I definitely will do those as well, but I'll do it in a separate video, just in case she's not okay with me uploading this. So please let me know, or if anybody who follows her and finds out for me if it's okay or not. That was really good. I do love that she put together this kind of video. I have seen a couple of her videos, like I mentioned. There's a couple I watched about the Untamed with her, talking about it. So I am somewhat familiar with her work, and I have seen her do like a couple talk videos of some other dramas that I may or may not get into myself at some point. But I definitely do like the dedication that she put into making this video, and I do love that it's so educational, especially for people who do not speak Chinese. Like me, I can only speak a few words in Chinese, but I do love that there's people out there that catch these things, and I know that she mentioned that it's not just her who did it, but it's other people as well. But yes, thank you to those people out there who found out those lines and figured out the whole lip reading thing, and let everybody else in the world know of Word of Honor, people who love the show. And I do think that the directors and scriptwriters did an amazing job for what they could do. But yeah, Zishua and Kexing's relationship is just amazing, and I do love that they got away with things even though it was dubbed over. They could still get away with things even with the whole lip reading thing. But I definitely like how educational this was. I know that she has a couple more, and then I may check out her poetry ones as well, just because it's very intriguing to me, and I'm definitely interested in more about Chinese poetry and the background of China and all that stuff. So, hope you guys saw this video, and I'll see all you guys later. Bye.